Trucker here. Welcome to my channel. I hope you enjoy it.
Boston Trucker with you. Anybody know where I am? Anybody recognize this iconic sign? It's the Conde Brothers. That's right. Brings back a lot of memories. When I was a kid trucking with my dad, we always stopped at Conde Brothers back in the day. When my dad was running LTL freight, we'd stop in here, we'd get some spaghetti and meat sauce, some pie, good home cooking. We sit in the restaurant that's over there in the corner, which is now closed, and truckers would just tell trucker stories and regroup and finish the trips when they left here. And this fuel island would be full of big rigs, over the road trucks, LTL trucks, double parked all the way out. My biggest memory of Conde Brothers was on September 11th, 2001, the day the towers fell. I was driving for New Century out of New Jersey, and I was running New Jersey to Boston to Maine every day, do around 10-20 drops a day, not sleeping, a couple hour naps here and there. We worked hard back then. And I stopped over here at the Conde Brothers truck wash to get my truck washed. There was a small line. I was cleaning the interior of my truck, cleaning the dashboard, the inside windows, you know, routine cleaning that all truckers do. And I was parked right in front of the wash bay, right here. And I needed some change for the vacuum cleaner, right there. Now there was a driver parked right over here. These used to be parking spots. And there was a driver parked there, and I needed change for $1. I saw him sitting behind his cab, and I knocked on his door. Hey driver, you need some company? No, I didn't say that. Hey, you got change for $1? And he was staring back in his sleeper at his television, and I couldn't get his attention. So I yelled louder, hey driver, can you change $1 for the vacuum cleaner? And he goes, man, a plane just flew into the trade centers. And I was like, wow, that's crazy. I climbed up on the side of his truck, and I was looking at the television in his sleeper from the step, and I was like, wow, that's nuts. Didn't know we were under attack. Thought it was maybe a small commercial plane, you know. And I got my truck washed, and pulled out, and I went next door to the Pilot Flying J to fuel up. So I walk into the truck stop store, and it's an electronics area. This is where they used to sell truck stop televisions, VCR combos, and all the drivers were standing around the televisions watching the plane crash into the tower. And at that moment, we're standing there in silence. The second plane hit, and we all screamed, and we all dispersed, and we went to our trucks, and we were like, we gotta get out of here. Pretty much ran to my truck, got up on I-95 and 91, got my hammer down, called my wife. I said, we're under attack. I said, you should get home. I've got a couple deliveries I have to make along the way, and then I'll try and catch up with you. If something happens in Boston, head to the mountains, I'll find you. We weren't married then, she was my girlfriend. We were serious. So head to the mountains, head west, get away from the city. And all the way up 91 and 84, I was literally looking at the sky, waiting for planes to fall out of the sky. I didn't know. It was a crazy time. I remember getting home that day around 3 o'clock and just staring at the TV and the news, and just disbelief. It was really a really sad day in world history, American history. I'll never forget it. When I come here to Conde Brothers, Pilot Flying J, I can't help but think about that day. And the feelings, the overwhelming feeling and sadness for everybody who lost someone that day and the not knowing what's going on in the city. I mean, every day I cross the George Washington Bridge twice, and every day out of habit, I look over at the city, I look at the Empire State Building, I look at the trade centers. I just always loved them. You know, it's part of New York City, and they're not there anymore. And I remember after 9/11, I started running Jersey again the next day. They had the lower level closed on the George Washington Bridge. Trucks could only run the upper level, and there was a haze in the air, and I look over and the towers weren't there anymore. And that was a crushing feeling. Crushing, sad, empty feeling in the pit of my stomach. Where were you on 9/11? Wow. Old Sakani Brothers parking lot. Used to be dirt and a lot of holes and a lot of women working the lot. My memories of this lot are mostly cab overs with a few of the hoods, the conventionals, that would stick out. This place has stood the test of time. It's like going into a time warp where nothing changed except the trucks. And boy, have they changed. I don't even think these trucks are parked here for the truck stop. I think they're long-term parking, like truckers that are home over the weekend. Let's go back in time with the Boston Trucker. Well, till we meet again, Sakani Brothers, it's been fun. It's been a great walk down memory lane. The old restaurant. These used to be beautiful windows. Now they're covered up with advertisements. We used to sit in there and have a good old time. And I was just a teenager waiting for my day to walk through those doors. I got my chance. I got it done. Boston Trucker with you. Peace and grease.